It's been bloodbath in Dalal Street today. The market giving a thumbs down to budget 2026. We saw Sensex tumbling down by over 1,500 points. Nifty too reacting in a similar manner. And now we've got details of what the government has had to say about the negative reaction in the stock market. They've attributed it to the increase in STT on futures and options, which is what all experts also are saying, that it was the one decision that led to the markets reacting. But sources also highlighting to us that the government chose to do so because they want to discourage F&O trading, futures and options trading, which is why they've chosen to go ahead and increase the STT. But the government says they're confident that the market situation will stabilize very, very soon. They believe that this is a temporary reaction. I want to bring in Aishwarya Paliwal for more details on this. Aishwarya, the messaging from the government is that they kind of saw this coming. The bloodbath on D Street, keeping in mind the fact that they wanted this reform to be pushed in. They want to discourage F&O.
Well, definitely, Akshita, we have seen how over the past few months, there have been certain days when the markets have seen too much volatility. As a result, those people, those who have not been investing a lot, but actually have been investing over the past few years, they are the ones who have been suffering a lot. The government really wants to discourage this. They also believe that those who have large portfolios, they are the ones who actually can save themselves, but those who invest in small amounts, they are the ones who are at high risk, and that's the reason why we are seeing government now coming out with that. In fact, just a couple of minutes ago, it was the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman very, very clearly spelling it out that the government was very keenly looking at what was happening in the markets. They also did an evaluation of the amount of money that was being lost and the number of people who were being affected by it. So to safeguard those people and to make markets more secure, this is the step that the government has taken.
And the government believes that while we're seeing this kind of a reaction in the markets today, it will stabilize very, very soon. So we'll have to see if that actually happens come tomorrow. Thanks, Aishwarya, for joining us with those details. If you missed out on the budget presentation and what really we're talking about here, about the impact on markets, remember this is the STT, the Securities Transaction Tax. It's a direct tax imposed on the buying and selling of securities in India. And it's one particular aspect of F&O's futures and options that we've seen the STT being hiked on. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announcing that hike today in the budget speech is what triggered an immediate reaction from the markets. The decision didn't go down well with the markets, and indices Nifty and Sensex, their impact was seen as both plunged. We get you details of how the market reacted first in this report.
The stock markets gave the budget a thumbs down. Both the BSE Sensex and the NSE Nifty ended nearly 2% down. The Sensex closed at 80,722.94 points and the Nifty at 24,825.45 points. The markets went on a roller coaster ride after Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced a hike in the Securities Transaction Tax. The STT for futures trade has been raised to 0.05% from 0.02%. For options trading, the hike is from 0.01% to 0.15%.
I propose to raise the STT on futures to 0.05% from the present 0.02%. STT on options premium and exercise of options are both proposed to be raised to 0.15% from the present rate of 0.1% and 0.125% respectively.
The government will also tax buyback proceeds for all types of shareholders as capital gains. The government said that the increase in STT is only in futures and options and that it aims to curb excessive short-term speculation that results in losses to ordinary investors.
The primary objective of raising the tax rates on STT has been that it is meant to essentially handle the systemic risk in derivative markets. Even after this increase, however, the rates of STT will remain modest compared to the volume of the transactions that is happening there.
Bureau Report, India Today.